Hi everyone. The next topic is left factoring. So first you have to understand common prefixes in the grammar or a grammar with the common prefixes. So if in general the grammar consisting of production rules and production rule consisting two parts. One is LHS as well as the RHS. So if the RH side of the production rule consisting common prefixes, then that grammar is said to be grammar with common prefixes. Okay, so let's go with an example. Here it is an example. So the production rule consisting A2, alpha, beta 1, alpha, beta 2, alpha, beta 3. Alpha is said to be common prefix and beta 1, beta 2, beta 3 is nothing but the remaining part of the RH side. Okay, so the problem here is it cannot be understood by the top down parser. Then what is it? Actually, what is a top down parser? Top down parser is nothing but a part of a compiler design. You know what is a working of a compiler. Compiler have to understand the data that is given to the system, and it has to process for the result. So the top down parser cannot understand this kind of a grammar. So we have to remove it. The process of removing this of common prefixes is nothing but left factoring. The process of removing this kind of grammar is nothing but a left factoring. Okay, so first go with the diagrammatic representation here. So this is the grammar with the common prefixes. After left factoring we have this kind of left factored grammar, that is so here the common prefix is A. Alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 are the remaining part of the production rule. So A to A common prefix and a new non-terminal is added, that is a A1. Then what is a A1 we have to define, that is nothing but alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3. Okay, so after A we have to define the remaining part here. Okay, so let's go with an examples. So this is the grammar here. We have to left here we have a common prefixes, so we have to left factor it. So what are the common prefixes here? So these three production rules are combined here. In first and two production rules, IETS is the common prefix here. So further reason what we have to do is S2 IETS S1 is nothing but a new non-terminal, we have to add it. So and later on A alone we can define as a production rule. So now S1 is nothing but here we have a epsilon, nothing in the production rule. Here we have a ES, so that is defined like this. So the remaining production rule E to B as usual as it is we can define. So let's go with another example. So A to A, AB, ABC, AAC. Here the common prefix is for three production rules. A is the common prefix. So that can be defined like this. A to A1 is defined AB, BC, AC. If you observe this, here also we have a common prefix in AB and AC. So again we can left factor it. So it is defined like this. Here A to A1, this production rule defined as it is, and next A1 to AB, AC. In this we can left factor A as a common string, and for the remaining part we can define a new non-terminal D. So the BC as it is we define. So what is a D actually? The leftover part of the common prefixes production rules. Here the B and here the C. Okay, so this is the left factored grammar. Okay, so go with another example. So this is the grammar we have, and let's go with the this is nothing but a combination of four production rules. In these three we have a common prefixes. So first you can take BS as a common prefix here. Why? Because we have a BSB. So BS, and for leftover part we can add S1 as a new non-terminal. And what is S1? The leftover part here SAAS and SASB and here B. Okay, and if you observe the S1 production rule also we have a common prefix, that is nothing but SA. Okay, so we have to take it out. SA as a common prefix and A is a new non-terminal. Then we have to define what is A. A is nothing but AS SB, here the leftover part here. After SA the leftover part is AS as well as SB, that we can define here. Okay, so this is about left factory. Thank you.